Hello, welcome to St. Wilfred College YouTube channel. My name Dr. Kapil Dev from Geography Department. Today we are going to discuss about a practical topic is scale. In this topic we shall discuss about some definitions and as well as necessity and importance of the scale, then how the representation on the map about the scale, and then construction of a graphic scale, and last types of scale. One is simple scale, comparative scale and diagonal scale. So let's begin from the definition. So what is a scale? A scale is the ratio between map distance and the actual ground distance that the map represents. And the second definition is relationship between the reality and the representation. What does it mean? It means that what we are drawing a simple line on a scale, simple line on a map shows the actual distance on the ground. It means if we draw one centimeter of line on the map or on the paper, it shows the about 10 kilometer on the ground actual distance. So it tells about the scale. Second thing is why it's important for a scale. It is important because it's correctly represent the earth or a part of it on a map. And second thing, it helps us to understand distance correctly. So that's why scale is very important for our topic. Now, representation on a map. How we represent the scale on a map? So we represent the scale on a map in three parts. First, statement of a scale. Second, representative fraction. The abbreviation is also RF, representative fraction or RF. And third is linear graphic scale. In statement of a scale, it expresses the scale in words or make a statement about it. What does it mean? It means 1 centimeter to 1 kilometer. It means if we draw a 1 centimeter line, so it will show a 1 kilometer on a map. What are the advantages of this statement of a scale? It means the first advantage is very simple method. Why? Because if we tell to someone, so we can say 1 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer. It means we are showing some unit also, using unit centimeter and kilometer. Second thing, requires little time to express. We need not any type of specific information or education, or so it requires the time, little time. And last, give correct idea about the distance. When we discuss to someone, so we can say in the easy form that the correct idea about the distance. Representative fraction. Representative fraction, or in the short form we can say RF. The another name of the representative fraction is the numerical fraction. What is RF or representative fraction? The ratio existing between the length on the map and actual length on the ground is indicated by a fraction. It means whose numerator is always 1. It means RF is the map distance, so it means here the 1, like this, 1 ratio 1000. It means 1 unit is the map distance and 1000 is ground distance in the same unit. The unit of measurement of distance in numerator and denominator is the same. Like if we use British measurement and we use inch, so what does it mean? 1 inch divided by 1000 inch. Or if we use in Russian measurement unit pallets, it means 1 pallets divided by 1000 pallets. And if we use in a French measurement unit centimeter, so what does it mean? 1 centimeter divided by 1000 centimeter. So what we can say? We can say that it's the international scale. So in all over the world we use only RF, representative fraction. So this is the main advantages of representative fraction. The unit of measurement of distance in the numerator and denominator is the same. It means this one is centimeter or this one should be centimeter. If we use pallets, so this one is pallets and this one should be pallets. Now the third is linear graphic scale. What does it mean? It means draw a straight line whose length is in certain proportion to the actual length on the ground. Like draw a straight line. Suppose we draw a straight line, okay, whose length is in certain proportion. It means suppose it's a 15 centimeter line, but this 15 centimeter line shows about 5 miles. How? This one is the 4 miles and this is the subdivision of here 0 to 1. So it means this is primary part and this one is secondary part, and divided into two parts, primary and secondary. In primary we use bigger unit of the distance, and in secondary we use smaller unit of the distance. So this one is the primary and this one is secondary. Now the construction of graphical scale. How to construct the graphical scale? So we need some instructions to follow. So first is the length of the scale should vary from 12 centimeter to 20 centimeter or from 5 to 8 inches. What does it mean? If we draw any line, so it should be in the form of the 12 centimeter to 20 centimeter or in inches 5 to 8 inches to construct the graphical scale. Second thing is distance shown on the scale should be in round figures like 2, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 50, 100 like this. Here we also showing the units in the round figures also like 0, 4, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Third thing is the whole line showing the scale is divided into primary. So if we draw this line, so it's divided into primary parts, and these primary divisions should in round figure. So you are seeing here that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are the some round fingers like this, the 4, 8. First primary division on the left side is divided into secondary division, this one. So this is the first part of the primary division, and again this primary division is divided into smaller units of the bigger unit. So suppose it's a mile, it's a 1 mile, so it shows 1 mile is equal to 8 furlong. Okay, so here what we are showing that this is the small unit of the mile. So 1 mile shows 8 furlong. So these are the primary division and this one is the secondary division, and here we are showing 2 furlong, 4 furlong, 6 furlong and 8 furlong, and 8 furlong is equal to 1 mile. Okay, first primary division on the left side, this one is divided into secondary division to show shorter distance. So whatever I said earlier, 1 mile shows 8 furlong, it means shorter distance. So furlong is a shorter unit as compared to mile. Next thing is 0 is written not at the left. It means 0 is not written at left. So it should not be written here. It should be right here. First part of the primary division, or we consider as a secondary division. So 0 is written not at the left end of the scale but to right of the secondary division. So this is the secondary division, 8 to 0. So here we will write 0. Distances shown by primary division and secondary divisions are marked on the right and left of the 0 on the scale respectively. So we are saying that this one is the primary division and this one is the secondary division. So these days RF is more popular, so it is better to write RF. So whenever we draw any graphical scale, so we should write RF, not statement scale. Okay, so RF means representative fraction. Now, so when we use the any type of the scale, so we should use some units. In our India, in country, we use metric scale or British scale. Okay, what is it? Metric scale, it means kilometer, hectometer, decameter, meter, decimeter and centimeter. And in British scale, mil, furlong, yard, feet and inch. Now, before starting the calculation of the simple scale, diagonal scale and comparative scale, we need to know about the some units or values of the metric scale and British scale. So I have written something in the metric scale, KHDMDC, to learn very easily in easy way. K stands kilometer, H stands hectometer, decameter, meter, decimeter and centimeter. Here this figure is showing like this. 1 kilometer shows 1, 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh, 1 lakh centimeter. Okay, 1 hectometer shows decameter, meter, decimeter and centimeter. So this is the value. Okay, and this value we will use in all three scales: simple scale, comparative scale and diagonal scale, as well as British scale also used in scale. Like M stands for mile, furlong, yard, feet and inches. Here same thing is here: mile, furlong, yard, feet and inches. These are the values. 1 mile is, in 1 mile, 63,360 inches. 1 furlong, in 1 furlong, 7,920 inches. In 1 yard, 36 inches. In 1 feet, 12 inches. So I think you are getting my point, how this two metric scale and British scale is more important in our the topic scale. Okay, so here is 1 kilometer shows 1 lakh, in 1 kilometer 1 lakh centimeters, in 1 hectometer around 10,000 centimeters, in 1 decameter around 1000 centimeter, in 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, in 1 decimeter is equal to 10 centimeter. Okay, so now here is a simple scale related question. If in question we get about the RF representative fraction and shows 1 ratio 10 lakh, 1 tens, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, 1 ratio 10 lakh. What does it mean? It means if we draw a line 1 unit, this unit will show on the actual ground. Okay, so and this RF and then the scale, it shows the kilometer. So this is the question: if the RF is given 1 ratio 10 lakh and draw a scale and show the kilometer, then how will we do it? So now let's start. Suppose if I draw 1 centimeter line on the map or on a paper, so 10 lakh centimeter distance shows on the ground. Okay, suppose we take 15 centimeter as length of the scale. Why? Because we are using metric scale. So in metric scale is the centimeter is the smallest unit. Okay, and biggest unit is the kilometer. Another unit is the millimeter. It's also bigger than kilometer. So 1 centimeter is equal to 10 lakh centimeter. So suppose we take 15 centimeter length as the scale. So what will be the calculation? 10 lakh and divide by 1 lakh. Why? We are using 1 lakh because in the question it demands that to show the in the kilometer. So in 1 kilometer, how many centimeters? In 1 kilometer around 1 lakh centimeter. Okay, so 10 lakh divided by 1 lakh into 15. 15, what is 15? This one, because we are supposing that we will draw a 15 centimeter line. So we are using a 15. Okay, so now the simplified these numbers, so it comes like a 150 and 150 kilometer. So this calculation shows that 150 kilometer will be shown by the 15 centimeter of the line. Now we draw 15 centimeter of line. Suppose we draw 15 centimeter of line. Okay, then we divide 15 centimeter line into 5 parts. 1 part, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So first part should be written here is a 0, and then remains are the 4 parts. So it means 0, then 30, 60, 90 and 120. Then where is another 30 kilometer? So another 30 kilometer shows is here, because this one is primary unit and this one is secondary unit. So the subdivision of the 30 kilometer 0 to 30 we are showing in secondary part. So this one is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30 kilometers. So this one is a smaller unit of as compared to this one. Okay, so this is the simple scale. So what we did, first we did some calculation. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 lakh centimeter. Suppose we take 15 centimeter of line, so 10 lakh this one is, and divided by 1 lakh, where it comes from, this one, this table. Okay, so 10 lakh divided by 1 lakh into 15. Why 15? Because we are thinking that we will draw a line of 15. It's not a compulsory. We can take 14 centimeter also as well, or 10 centimeter or 12 centimeter. Okay, so it's depend on the our thinking. So 10 lakh divided by 1 lakh into 15, it means the 150 kilometer. So 150, for 150 kilometer we draw a line, 15 centimeter line, and divide it into 5 parts. So 0, 30, 60, 90 and 120 kilometers, and this part in secondary part, the subdivision of the 0 to is primary part. So 10 kilometer, 20 kilometer and 30 kilometer, because in the question is asking to show in a kilometer. So that's why we are using kilometer. Okay, so we should so then we will write here kilometer and as well as kilometer here, and in sheet we will also write RF 1:10 lakh. Now this is the second example on the basis of British scale. So now if the question is RF is given in the question 1:63,360 units, and show mile and furlong. So what will we do? So we will do same thing. Suppose 1 inch line. If we draw 1 inch line, so it will show the 63,360 inches actual distance on the ground. Suppose we take 6 inches as a length of the scale. So what does it mean? 63,360 and 63,360. Look here. 1 mile. In 1 mile, how many inches? 63,360 inches. So that's why we are using 63,360, and this numerator is given in the, look here, this is one. Okay, so 63,360 divided by 63,360 into 6. What is 6? This one, 6 inches. And we are using converting into miles, so that's why we wrote here mile. So 60, and now the simplified, this one is 63,360 divided by 63,360, it means 1, and 1 into 6, 6. So it means 6 mile. So what does it mean? The 6 mile 6 inch of line will show 6 mile distance. Okay, so this is the graphical scale like this RF. So what we did first, we will do a 6-inch line. So we draw a 6 inches line and divide it into 6 parts. This one is first, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. In first part here we will write 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The division of this line should be in equal parts. Okay, so here 1 mile, 2 mile, 3 mile, 4 mile and 5 mile. And where is this another mile? 6 mile. So 6th mile is here. Okay, but here we are using smaller unit. Why? Look here, mile, and this one is furlong. So mile is bigger unit than furlong. So here bigger unit is showing, and in here in secondary division we are using smaller unit. So furlong is smaller than mile. So that's why we are using here furlong. And in the question he is asking mile and furlong also. So here in 1 mile how many furlongs? 8 furlongs. So here we are dividing this part in equal parts. So 2, 4, 6, 8. It means in the round figure. We said earlier. So most of the number should be in the round figure. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. So now we can say our simple scale has completed. Okay. So now we can read. Suppose if somebody asks, show 2 miles 4 furlongs. How will we show? We show this one is 2 miles and this one is 4 furlong. So we can do like this, 2 miles and 4 furlongs, and then connect. Okay, so this one, so we can read easily that this scale is showing 2 miles and 4 furlongs. If somebody asks, show 4 furlong and 6 as 4 miles and 6 furlong, so we can show on this graphical scale 4 miles and 6 furlongs. Okay, so this is the basic or important thing in a scale. To a simple scale, first is the it's related to the metric scale as well as British scale. Yeah. Now the comparative scale. In comparative scale we get only one RF, and on the basis of one RF we compare 2 units, British and metric. Okay, so in this comparative scale, this is a question: if the RF is 1:10 lakh and show kilometer and miles on a graphical scale. For kilometer, so first of all, what will we do? So remember this table. Without this table we cannot simplify the question or numericals. Okay, so once again, kilometer, hectometer, decameter, meter, decimeter and centimeter, and here mile, furlong, yard, feet and inch. This one is a bigger unit and this one inch or centimeter is a smaller unit, smallest unit. Okay, so now begin. Comparative scale. RF 1:10 lakh, show kilometer and miles. For kilometer, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 lakh centimeter, because you are seeing that in both sides same unit we are using. Okay, so 1 centimeter, if we draw a 1 centimeter line on the paper, so it will show 10 lakh centimeter distance on the ground. So 1 centimeter is equal to 10 lakh divided by 1 lakh. Why we are using 1 lakh? because the question is asking show kilometer, and in 1 kilometer, how many centimeters? 1 lakh centimeter. 1, 10, 100, 1000, 10,000 and lakh. So in 1 kilometer, how many centimeters? 1 lakh centimeters. So that's why we are using 1 lakh to convert in the kilometer. Okay, so 1 centimeter is divided by 10 lakh into 1 lakh. So if we draw 15 centimeter line on a plain paper, so it will show how many kilometers? So simplify 10 lakh divided by 1 lakh, the answer will come 10. Okay, multiplied by 15, this one is equal to 150 kilometer. So it means कि 15 centimeter line will show 150 kilometers. So this is the simplification of the kilometer. Now for miles, because the question is asking to show kilometer and miles in same RF, same representative fraction. So but in simple scale we were using only 1 RF for 1 unit for measure, but in comparative scale we are using 1 RF, but we will show 2 units. One is metric unit and second is British unit, sorry. For miles, 1 inch is equal to 10 lakh inches. Okay, if we draw 1 inch of line on a map, on a paper, so it will show 10 lakh inches on the ground. Okay, for miles we are dividing 10 lakh divided by 63,360. Look here. Okay, it means 1 mile, in 1 mile how many inches are? 63,360. So that's why we are using 63,360 mile. Okay, so it means 1 inch of line, the line of 1 inch will show 15.78 mile. Or if we draw 6 inch line, so how many miles will show? 15.78 multiplied by 6. So the answer is 94.69 or 94.7 mile. But look here that this answer is not in a round figure. Okay, here we are seeing that the answer is in point also, 94.69 mile or 94.7 mile. So but we should remember, whenever we show the value or distance on the graphical scale, so we should use round figure. Remember that, round figure. But here is in the point, so we cannot show 94.69 on this sheet or on this scale because of lack of round figure. It's not a round figure, 94.69. So now this is not a round figure, so take 100 mile as the round figure. So we are taking 100 mile, okay, to show the distance on this scale. So 94.7 mile shows 94.7 mile distance showed by how showed by 6 inch of line, okay, or 100 mile. Why? Because we are taking 100 miles, so 100 mile is shows by 6 into 100 divided by 94.7 inches. So answer comes 6.3 inch line. So it means for using the comparative scale we will use 6.3 inches line to show the 100 mile. Now, so we have two solutions, 150 kilometer and second one is 100 mile. 115 kilometers shown by 15 centimeter line and here 100 mile is shown by 6.3 inch. Now this answer will show in this way, in graphical way. Okay, so what will we do? First we will do 15 centimeter, draw a 15 centimeter line and divide into equal parts. 5 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. First part will be considered as a secondary. So here will be write 0, 150. So 30, 60, 90 and 120 kilometer. So where is another the 30 kilometers? So it is showing by here. Okay, 15 kilometer and 30 kilometer. So 120 and this one is 30. So 150 kilometers. So it means this one is correct. Okay, 15 kilometer and 13 kilometer. It's the subdivision part of this part, primary division. So now we can say this is a primary part and this one is secondary part. When we draw this scale, to draw a perpendicular about this 0, so 0 to 0. So from this point we will draw another line. So in what is the distance of distance of this line? 6.3 inches. So it means the another, because the question is asking miles also. Okay, so the second point draw line is the 6.3 inches. So this one is a 6.3 inches and divided into how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 parts. So this line is divided into 5 parts. The first part is divided into 2 parts because here we have divided miles in a equal distance, 20, 40, 60 and 80 miles and 20 miles. It means 100 miles because we took round figure 100 miles. So that's why we are using 100 miles. So here is the 80 miles and 20 miles are here. So 0, 20, 40, 60 and 80 miles and here 20 miles. So this is the subdivision of this 0 to 20, 10 and 20 miles. Okay, now we are trying to compare on a same reference, same RF, representative fraction, because we are using kilometers and miles. We are trying to compare two units, kilometer and miles, in what RF, on same RF, 1:10 lakh. Now the diagonal scale. So this is the last part of the topic, scales. We have read simple scale, comparative scale, and third is the we are going to study diagonal scale. In this scale we shall draw a diagonal scale like this. Okay, so this is like a diagonals. Okay, now the question. So diagonal scale also done by the we will take the help of these units, major units, metric units and British units. So suppose if the question is RF is 1:50 and show 5 decimeter and 3 centimeter on diagonal scale. So what will we do? We will do 1 centimeter is equal to 50 centimeter. Okay, if we draw 14 centimeter of line, so it will show 15 into 14 centimeter. So it means around the answer is 700 centimeters of the ground shows by the 14 centimeter. So 14 centimeter, now 700 centimeter. So 700 centimeter we are trying to converting into meters. So 700 centimeter divided by 100 is equal to 7 meter. So it means 14 centimeter of line will show 7 centimeters. So look here, same again, KHD, MDC, kilometer, hectometer, decameter, meter, decimeter and centimeter, and here mile, furlong, yard, feet and inch. Okay, so we can draw diagonal scale or comparative scale or simple scale. So these units will be used. Remember this, all the students try to remember these units: mile, furlong, yard, feet, inch or kilometer, hectometer, decameter, meter, decimeter and centimeters. Okay, so come to our question. So 1 centimeter shows 50 centimeter line. If we draw 14 centimeter line, so 50 into 14, 700 centimeter, and 700 centimeter is converting into meters, divide by 100, it means 7 meters. Okay, so now we are going to draw. So look here, we have drawn 14 centimeter of line. Okay, and 14 centimeter of line is showing how many meter? 7 meter. So look here, again 14 centimeter line is divided into equal parts in 7 parts. This one first part, second part, third part, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh. Okay, in first part here we have written 0 and then started from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 meters. Where is another 7th meter? Because 14 centimeter line is showing 7 meter. So the 7th meter is showing here. Look here. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 decimeter. How? 7 decimeter. Here we are showing decimeter. Why? Look here. Decimeter. Okay, and this one is meter. In 1 meter, how many decimeter? 10 decimeter. So that's why we are dividing subdivision of this part in 10 equal parts. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 decimeters. And this 10 decimeter is showing how many meters? 1 meter. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. Look here. Here we have divided into 10 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 10 decimeters. So here is big unit meter and here we are showing second smaller unit decimeter. Look here, meter, decimeter and centimeter. So this one is bigger, this one is smaller as compared to meter and this one is smallest. So this one is centimeter. So where we are showing the centimeter? Here. So to take the perpendicular from this point, okay, and divide into how many parts? 10 parts. Why? Look here. Means 1 decimeter shows how many centimeters? 10 centimeters. So that's why this line is dividing into 10 parts, 10 equal parts, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10 centimeters. Okay, now come to the question. The question is asking 5 decimeter and 3 centimeter. So look here, 5 decimeter. Where is 5 decimeter? Look here, this one is decimeter. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is 5 decimeter. Okay, and then again asking is 3 centimeter. Where is 3 centimeter? Look here, this one is 0. Okay, so 1, 2 and 3. This one is 3 centimeter. Okay, now look here, this line and this line 5 and this one is 3. So these lines are meeting where? This point. Okay, so you can are seeing that 10 division here, 10 division here. So 10th point should be meet this point. 10th point should be here 9th, 9th point should be meet 8, 8 point should be here 7, 7 point should be here like this. Okay, so first point of this part should be meet here, this point. Okay, so this one is like a diagonal. Okay, so this one is like a diagonal. So it means so whatever is asking in the question we can show easily in this graphical scale. like a diagonal scale. If somebody asks, okay, show me 4 meter, 3 decimeter and 5 centimeter. Can we show on this graph? Yes, we can show. How? Look here. 4 meter. Where is 4 meter? This one is 4 meter. Okay. Then 3 decimeter. Where is 3 decimeter? Here. This one is 3 decimeter. Okay. This line. And where is 5 centimeter? Look here. Where is 5 centimeter? This way. So this point will show. This point will show 4 meter. Look. 4 meter, 3 decimeter and 5 centimeter. So we can use this value in this graph or this scale. Okay. So like another value we can also read here. If somebody asks, okay, show me where is 2 meter. This one is 2 meter. Show me 2 meter and 3 decimeter, 2 meters and 3 decimeter, like here. So we can do like this. Okay. Or if somebody say 2 meter, 3 decimeter and 1 centimeter show. So like here. Okay. Because this line is showing 1 centimeter line. This line is showing centimeters. This part is showing decimeter and this part is showing meter. So meter, decimeter and centimeter. Okay. So in diagonal scale we use 3 units: meter, decimeter or centimeter, or any unit. Like we can use yard, feet, inch also. Here yard, here feet and here inch. If ask mile, furlong and yard, so we can use here mile, here furlong and here yard. If somebody asks show furlong, yard and feet, so we can use furlong, yard and feet. So what does it mean? It means that in diagonal scale we use 3 units for measure. So it can 3 units, it can be any unit. Same thing we can use here: kilometer, hectometer, decameter. So we can use here kilometer, here hectometer and here decameter. If somebody asks show hectometer, decameter and meter, so we can use here hectometer, decameter and meter. So meter, decimeter and centimeter. So we have used here meter, decimeter and centimeter. So it means these are the key points to understand the topic of scale, either in the simple scale or comparative scale or diagonal scale. So we need to learn these values. Okay, thank you.